first one is to be open. Don't be so closed off to the type of person you want to be with that you are shut off to all these other possibilities. For example, in myself, I was very closed off to ever being with somebody who had been married before or was in the military. Those to me were two things I did not want to be in a relationship with. However, God really challenged me to be open-minded and to not be so closed off and to think that I know in myself the perfect person and the type of person I wanted to be with. So instead, I decided to let that go. And I told God, okay, God, if I want to be with whoever you want me to be with. And as soon as I did that, 2 months later, I started talking to a man who is now my husband. And he told me that he had been married before and he was in the military. I literally laughed out loud when he told me that because 2 months prior, I had just released that to God because I said I would never be with somebody like that. So never say never and be open. Second point is to put yourself out there. Your life partner isn't going to come knocking on your door with you just waiting around. You have to take action. And what I mean by this is let people in on your dating journey. Tell people you are available and ready to date and have them connect you to somebody. As soon as I did this, there was a mindset shift and things started to change in people's dialect as well. Instead of people saying to me, why aren't you married? You're so amazing. You should be married by now. Their tone changed to, wow, great. You're ready to date. Maybe there's somebody I can connect you with. And they were brought in on the process. And it helped me to be more open and more vulnerable and just to let people in on this process. Number 3, have a list of non-negotiables. This is something you need to do before you start dating somebody because you don't want it to waver when you meet somebody that you think may have potential. Non-negotiables are an example such as, for me, a Christian. I wanted to be with somebody who not only called themselves a Christian, but acted like a Christian and was a Jesus follower. That was a non-negotiable for me. So if I ever met anybody who said they weren't a Christian, nope, on to the next person. This caused a lot of unwasted time. So I didn't waste a lot of time when I was, sifting through the dating apps or talking with other people. That was a top thing for me. And I know that talking about religion can be really hard and scary at first, but if you are very set on this is something that is a non-negotiable, it'll be even easier for you. So set non-negotiables ahead of time. Another thing can be morals or values or anything like that. Non-negotiables, set those ahead of time before you start going into dating. Number 4, don't stop living your life. Just because you're single or you're in the dating world doesn't mean you need to stop doing the things that you enjoy. When I was single, I accomplished so much. I accomplished so many of my goals. I traveled the world. I wrote a book, started a podcast. I hiked the tallest peak in the continental US with friends. There are so many things that you can do and enjoy in your life while you're single. So I want to encourage you to don't stop living, do the things that you enjoy because you never know who you're going to attract when you're doing those things. And also when you are dating and you're telling these people that you're dating or this person that you're dating, all these things that you've accomplished, those are the type of people that you want to attract. Number 5, get involved in your local community. And this is another way to say to put yourself out there. Do the things that bring you joy. Get involved in your church. One thing I did was I got involved in my church and I started to play beach volleyball. When you are active in your community and you're volunteering or you're doing activities, that attracts people, amazing people as well, because you never know who you're going to meet when you're involved in the community. For myself, this isn't how I met my husband, but it was a great way to connect with people, and then you never know who they can connect you with. Number 6, create self-care habits. When you are in a healthy place yourself, you will attract a healthy person. And when you take care of yourself, you will be healthy. You need to be rejuvenated, restored. You need to do things that create self-care for yourself, whether that's going to the pool and reading a book, getting your nails done, getting a massage, going for a walk along the beach. Whatever it is that will help you feel rejuvenated, restored, and cared for, you need to create those habits now while you're single, because that will go into when you're in a relationship. Like for me now, I am married and I still do the things that I established while I was single, these self-care tips and habits. While I was single, I'm doing them now, and I'm so glad I established them before I was in a relationship so I can continue to do them now.